Yeah, they didn't give me the search warrant. I authorized it before. And then when they said the search...
have the search warrant in hand.
Can I borrow your phone then to call my lawyer?
37-year-old Ayoola Ajayi is an IT professional and a former Army contractor. Investigators don't know it yet, but they're standing at the precise spot where a missing young woman was killed just a few days before. 23-year-old Mackenzie Lueck had said her goodbyes to family and boarded a plane back to college, but after touching down, she would disappear completely.
Yeah, I'd like to get, if possible, have a wellness check done on my daughter. She flew in from California Sunday night. She got in about 1, and it was the last time I've heard from her, and I've been trying to get a hold of her all week. And her phone just tends to go to voicemail. I was just wondering if I could have somebody maybe go by her house and check on her.
Her car's here. She's not answering the door. Do you have a phone number for her or anything?
Over the weeks that followed, detectives would uncover secret relationships, troubling camera footage, and a suspect's deeply disturbing private fantasies. Tragically, Mackenzie's murder would ultimately connect back to the most closely guarded secret in her own life. It all started on June 20th, 2019, when a frightened father phoned the Salt Lake City Police Department from his home in California, having gone days without any word from his daughter. 23-year-old Mackenzie Lueck had spent a week in California with her family for a funeral before making her way back to Salt Lake City 3 days earlier, arriving late on the night of June 17th. The message she sent her mother after landing was brief. Landed. Love you, Mama. After that, silence.
When did you say you heard from her last?
Last time we heard from her, she got off the plane coming back from LA. It was 1 a.m. She was going to grab an Uber and go home, but that's the last I've heard from her.
So 1 a.m. this morning?
No, 1 a.m. Monday morning. So we've been trying to get a hold of her all week, and she hasn't. Usually it's unlike her to return a call, not return her calls, but it goes straight to voicemail, so I don't know if she's lost her phone. She's unable to communicate, but she should have a laptop or something, so just a little concerned, that's all.
Officers are sent to Mackenzie's home that same day, but when nobody comes to the door, they turn their attention to the neighbors instead.
Yeah. We're knocking on that door too.
Oh, I knocked on theirs too.
I heard no. So you're trying to get.
You know her at all? Yeah.
Live on the premises, or how we can get a hold of him to maybe get a key or something like that if we need it.
The key?
Yes, the key to the apartment, so that we might be able to go in there just in case she is in there injured or something like that.
Like right now?
Yes. Do you know your landlord's telephone number? Okay, because if you have their phone number, then I can call them just in case we do need that. Her parents are calling in from California.
As officers press further with their inquiries, a growing unease takes hold. Mackenzie may not have made it back to her apartment that night at all. They reach out to her father, hoping for any leads.
Hi, Greg. This is Officer Ewan with the Salt Lake Police Department. Ewan, yes. Great. Hey, I'm out here at her apartment, and her car's here. She's not answering the door. Do you have a phone number for her or anything like that? Okay. Okay. That just means that it's been shut off. Does she have is it an iPhone or something that you can do a Find My iPhone? Oh, okay. Right. Yeah, and neither one of them are answering the door either. But I'm just wondering, like, if because we're talking with a neighbor. Yeah, we're talking with a neighbor that said that it's really difficult to hear from the front door. But yeah, nobody's answering the front door. Her car is here. Okay. Okay. All right. Is there a way that we might be able to get in touch with her? Or? Sure, I'll try and see if there's any contact information for her up there at the university on what classes she might be taking, but I'm not sure to get out that information. You said her landlord is named May? Okay. John? Okay, well, we'll try and get in touch. All right, perfect. Well, if we find out anything, I'll give you a call, okay? Yep, no problem. Bye. So lastly, heard was she texted him saying, "Hey, I've landed in Salt Lake. It's a Sunday night, early Monday morning. I landed in Salt Lake. I'm going to get an Uber home." And that's the last I heard. Yeah. And then...
What no one understands yet is that this was the final conversation Mackenzie would ever have with anyone, and that her sudden vanishing is connected to a dark secret she had been keeping from the people closest to her.
Well, this is a weird one.
At the tone, please record your message. When you finish recording, please hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, John. This is Officer Ewan with the Salt Lake City Police Department. Just giving you a call. I just need some information regarding a Mackenzie Lueck that lives in your downstairs apartment here at 870 East, 600 South. Her parents are concerned, trying to get in touch with her, and they haven't been able to do so. We were wondering if you had any contact information for her roommates on their rental agreements or anything like that. That way we can see if they've made contact with her. Also, we were looking at if you were local and you could come over and allow us inside the apartment just to make sure that she is not inside injured or incapacitated to the point that she can't answer the door. Anyways, give us a call back. The Salt Lake City Police Department's non-emergency number is area code 801-799-3000. Again, that number is area code 801-799-3000. Thanks a lot. If Utah's going to give us any information, like we could probably call up there and see if she's supposed to be in a class. Yeah, she's enrolled. They could go check her classes to see if she's there, but this is her car. You know?
That's pretty far.
Unless she goes with her roommates.
She must have had a cold paper on her. She has her name, date of birth on it.
Yeah, I like that. I don't know. And landlord's not answering his phone, so I just left him a message. See if this is Robot's car right here. To X-ray Bravo. So I don't know. I think we're stuffed for a minute. So is that window open? Does that go to the basement?
Yeah, the blinds are up.
Cat on the couch right there. I don't see anybody. I don't see anybody on the floor. Alright, I'm going off.
Officials eventually hear back from the landlord, but he has nothing to offer on Mackenzie's whereabouts. Hoping to piece together her movements, investigators visit the University of Utah and sit down with her parents. They learn she was only 2 semesters away from completing her degree. She shared an apartment with 2 roommates, and by all appearances, her life looked like that of any other college student. But after coming back to Utah following her grandmother's funeral, she had gone quiet. Neither friends nor family had any idea where she was, and that silence was raising serious alarm. What made her mother, Diane, especially anxious was something she noticed the morning she woke up to reply to Mackenzie's landing message. Mackenzie's phone had dropped off the iMessage app entirely. Her parents share that every call they placed went straight to voicemail, which is what ultimately drove them to contact authorities on June 20th. Her friends also report that she failed to turn in an exam assignment that day, even though she had been attending classes throughout the week. With another day gone and still no leads, investigators decide to pull airport surveillance footage to trace her movements after she landed. The footage shows Mackenzie arriving and climbing into a cab, apparently headed home. But the moment she steps into that vehicle, investigators have no way of knowing where she ends up. That changes when a friend of Mackenzie's, someone who had been watching her cat and held a key to the apartment, lets detectives inside. What they don't find is what unsettles them. Something feels wrong the moment they step through the door. The suitcase she had traveled with is nowhere in the apartment, and her car hasn't moved since officers first came by. No sign of forced entry, no evidence of a struggle, nothing to suggest what happened. But one thing is becoming apparent to the officers on scene. She never came home, and as the investigation deepens, they're about to discover that this is far from the most disturbing detail. While going through Mackenzie's bank records, her father notices an unusual $300 deposit dated June 10th. She hadn't been asking her parents for money and had been getting by on her own. Mackenzie worked part-time at a biotesting lab, but Greg isn't certain whether that's where the deposit originated. What neither he nor investigators realize yet is that this money trail is about to expose a side of Mackenzie's life they haven't seen. When detectives speak with her friends about the transaction, they learn that Mackenzie had been using dating websites to meet men in exchange for financial arrangements. This opens up two possibilities. Either she is genuinely missing, or she left willingly with a man she met through the app and doesn't want to be found. Detectives now have to weigh whether one of those men is connected to her disappearance, and the only path forward is to retrace her last known movements, beginning at the airport. They track down the Lyft ride she took that night, and what they find stops them cold. Mackenzie had been dropped off at Hatch Park, roughly 19 minutes away at around 3 a.m. It's now apparent that Mackenzie never intended to go home that night. But a meeting at a park at that hour doesn't sit right, and investigators suspect the Lyft driver may hold part of the answer. When they speak with him, he tells them that as he dropped Mackenzie off, a man was already sitting in a parked car waiting. Mackenzie got out and walked toward him. They appeared to know each other, so the driver thought nothing of it and drove away. The search of devices active in the area during that window identifies 6. One of them pings 6 separate times and belongs to neither Mackenzie nor the Lyft driver. It belongs to a 37-year-old man named Ayoola Ajayi, known as AJ, an IT professional who once worked for the armed forces. Suspiciously, his phone had been in the same area as Mackenzie's just before 3 a.m., right as her phone went dark. But investigators don't yet know how much darker this is about to get. As they dig further into Ajayi, they find that he had been communicating with Mackenzie through the Text Me app, enough to bring him in for questioning. Police now have their first solid lead, and this exchange proves critical to the search for Mackenzie Lueck.
We didn't call you down here. You're not under arrest. You're not being detained. You can leave anytime you want to, okay?
It just doesn't make sense. I want to get to the root of it too.
Yeah.
Because when you said my IP is showing,
right,
that means something is wrong.
But AJ had what he presented as a solid alibi right from the opening moments of the interview.
So, I have security camera in front of the house, and then I have one inside the house. So I go through the old video camera. Actually, so that's my baby. Remember, she was with me on that day. Okay. So according to the video, she was with me. So we were driving, and that was June 16th.
Okay.
Well, I was going to bring the whole hard drive of the old security camera, but my lawyer told me that because you mentioned that the IP and everything, that I should hold back.
Okay.
And she asked me to be careful what I share with you, because she said, and it doesn't make sense for my IP to be.
And beyond that, he doesn't deny having used the seeking arrangement site.
PTSD and anxiety. I just need to talk to someone whenever I'm alone and I'm freaking out.
So this is the seeking arrangement website?
Yes.
Okay.
So, and I go through the whole everything. I can't see anyone that matched that profile and that matched that picture. I put it up on KUTV just like you put it up for me. I check all of them.
Okay.
But if you see, you can see most of them are in Seattle, Ogden, everywhere around the world.
Okay.
So I never even try to meet them. I just need someone to talk to whenever I'm freaking out, so to calm down. So even some of them are in Washington, D.C., and one in Logan. So all of them, all we just do is to talk. And if I met her from there, I'm positive that I probably don't want to meet her, because all this is not revealed to my baby mama, and I don't want her to know about it, so I never meet her.
But even with what appears to be a solid alibi and a cooperative posture, detectives aren't satisfied. AJ can't deny using the website because investigators already have the evidence. What they don't yet have is anything proving he actually spoke with Mackenzie directly, which he conveniently denies. But if that were true, why had the two of them been exchanging messages outside the platform on the night she disappeared? AJ claims Mackenzie may have found his number through his profile and reached out on her own to ask if he was interested.
You're still saying that that's the only text, that's the only messages you got from her, right?
That I can remember. So, but for her to just send me a question mark, so there's a possibility that I've talked to her in the past. So, like, if I show you some of the messages, you will see that some people I reached out to them like 2 years ago, and then they just randomly just message me.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you did this or you were involved in it at all. I'm just saying that someone at your house or someone was using your IP address, that's all.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get to the bottom of it.
I would like to do that because I'm freaking out already. I have anxiety and I have PTSD, so that's why I've been calling you, like, please let me help if any way I can help. Even my lawyer don't want me to come.
To back that up,
now.
AJ says that while he didn't save the contact information of people he talked to on the site, he did send Mackenzie a selfie when she asked for one, but she never replied after that.
Earlier you said we could have to take your phone and download it. Are you still willing to do that or no?
I just need to call my lawyer and see if it's okay, because I want to help as much as I can.
Sure.
But she's saying that some police just want to pin it on someone that...
AJ claims he downloaded all footage from his home security cameras from June 17th, along with data from his phone, but then grows reluctant to hand any of it over without first consulting his attorney.
AJ, the only reason, you can understand if this was your sister or something, or your mom, we'd be working just as hard to find her for you, okay? This family is in that same boat. We just want to do everything we can, and just because you've chatted with her, you've texted back and forth twice or however many times, and it's bouncing off your IP address, we just want to cross every avenue, make sure that people aren't involved, people who are staying with you, people might be parked outside of your house using your Wi-Fi. We just want to make sure.
AJ is permitted to leave for the time being, but not before detectives take his phone as evidence. The next day, when officers arrive at his residence to execute a search warrant, he appears mostly cooperative, though visibly tense about his phone.
He's not happy about it.
Yeah, they didn't give me the search warrant. I authorized it before. And then when they said the search... Can I borrow your phone then to call my lawyer?
I'm going to give you her phone number right now. You remember her name when we went that?
Susanna.
Yeah. Clear in this room, clear in the bathroom.
Salt Lake Police, anybody down here? Hello? Salt Lake Police, can you come out, please?
Salt Lake Police? Hi.
Hi.
It's the police department.
Okay.
Are you renting this room?
Yes.
Okay. We are going to be serving a warrant on this house, so we need... Is there anyone else here?
Just me.
If you want to just grab your wallet.
I got it in my wallet.
Okay, we'll need you to come out then.
Okay.
Is there anyone else in this room?
Get my... No, nobody's here, just me. Just you? Can I get my car key?
I'm going to be working at the airport.
Do you grab your wallet?
He has his wallet. He just wants his car key.
We have some detectives upstairs. Let's walk upstairs. Let's double check that real quick, and then I probably got no issue.
Yeah, I'll go ask right now.
With no hard evidence directly connecting him to her disappearance, officers let him go while the search continues, not yet knowing that what they're about to uncover will reveal something far more disturbing.
I don't want to disrupt anything that they're doing.
I can tell you where I think I know where it is, inside the drawer of the kitchen.
Okay.
Or in the office of my desk. You can follow me there.
No, I'm not going to have you go in. Hey, Chris. Yeah, he wants to get his wallet and potentially leave, so I want to...
Get your wallet.
Yeah, but he's asking for one of us to go, so I'm going to talk to the lead detective. I'm going to probably say yes too, but I want to clarify. Is that something you wanted to do?
Yes.
Okay.
To work and I want to do that. But they had a car.
All right. You can just leave it there.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Did you say you're going to which library?
There's a library down this road.
On the other side of the freeway.
Yeah.
300 West?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a new one, right?
Yeah, it's very new. It has couch that I can just sleep. But I will be there, and I don't have a phone, but if you guys walk in, I will sit where you can see me.
Okay.
I will tell them, and maybe they'll send me to pick you up if see if you want to come back.
The police officer picking me up there.
In my nice red Camry. But if you pee in it, I'll take you to jail.
But I have to pee.
All right, AJ. So is that where you'll probably be?
Yeah, unless you want me to stay, I'm happy to stay.
No, you're welcome to leave if you want to. If we wanted to come talk to you, is that where you think you'll be?
Yes.
But unknown to those officers, AJ never goes to the library. Undercover officers tailing him watch as he drives instead to a Smith's grocery store, walks into the bank inside and buys something that will carry serious implications later on, a pay-as-you-go cell phone. But however careful AJ may think he's being, he doesn't know that officers are building a towering wall of evidence against him. Inside the house, officers find multiple knives, a hammer, and a gun. In his car, they find dirt and debris consistent with a remote outdoor location. The home also contains several electronic devices, including a router and a Wi-Fi mesh system. They also recover clothing and shower curtains stained with blood. Just hours later, they move in to detain him.
What's going on, man?
So, detectives are ready to talk to you about everything that's going on real fast, so if you want to come, I'll give you right back to the house real quick.
But there's Fox News over there.
I know, I'm going to drive you back in my car. It's the camera, so...
We'll stay away from the news.
Yeah, we're not going to go by the news.
But I don't want my face on the news.
I will do that so it does, okay? So stand up real quick.
We're just going to... Oh, are you arresting me or something?
No. Stand up.
No way, you're going to be detained for a little bit.
You're being detained. But just for a second, okay? I got to put you in handcuffs just while we're driving.
Per policy, we're
just going to go talk to detectives for a little bit.
Why is he detaining me?
Because you need to talk to detectives, and I need to transport you back. So my policy says every time someone's in my car, they will wear handcuffs. So that's why they're.
But there's a news over there.
They can come right back.
We're probably not going to take. We'll take you to another spot, so you're not by the news.
Okay.
We just hung
How
up.
did the news find out?
Yeah, right. We wondered the same thing.
I just want to make sure there's no weapons. So some money. I'm just going to leave that right there for you.
We have him 1082.
But the most disturbing piece of evidence doesn't come from any device. It comes from AJ's backyard, where officers discover a patch of freshly disturbed earth, and they're about to realize they still haven't found the worst of it.
The smell of gas was outrageous, and I thought maybe I was in my bedroom and I smelled it through my window, and I thought maybe it was my motorhome. And so I came outside to make sure, and there's this smell in the air that was just almost rancid. It was just really disgusting smelling.
AJ's next-door neighbor tells investigators that on June 17th, AJ burned something in his backyard that produced an overwhelmingly foul odor. A canine unit is brought in to work the area, and when the dog alerts, officers make one of the most heartbreaking finds of the investigation. Human remains are buried beneath the ground.
Yeah. See, there's some burnt paper there. And there's some stuff. And then here's some more. Well, that's a piece of paper. But does that look like a bone or?
No, it doesn't like a bone.
Huh?
Definitely burned.
Yeah.
There's so like it's a burned jean or right here. Jeans. I have no idea what this is. They have this to you. Yeah. She said it was in her yard right here. She picked it up. Can't tell what it is. Look. don't think bone, but you can't see like burned stuff everywhere. She said they've been back here though. Yeah. You can touch it. Okay. That cloth looks like some jeans or something. Yeah.
South of. I've got Howell here holding the scene. I've got the alley blocked off. Gotcha. She actually handed us the baggie with that burned whatever in it. Got it.
But even this is not the end of it. When detectives sit down with AJ a second time, the patience they showed before is gone. AJ continues insisting it's all a misunderstanding, claiming he kept his Wi-Fi network open for Airbnb guests, which is why there's confusion around his IP address. But this time, the detective is finished hearing it.
I don't know. Are you saying you don't know or you don't remember? Because those are two different things, AJ. And you are a very intelligent person. You're a good-looking guy, okay? You told this detective that you've been on not only seeking arrangement sites, but you've been on some other sites to meet companionship, and I can see why. You're a good-looking dude. You got a good physique. Shit, you could be probably a model or something, right? But I'm telling you, I already know. I'm coming in here to give you an opportunity and a chance to be honest. And I'm telling you, for man to man, look at me. I'm telling you, man to man, we are having a conversation here, and it's not going good, okay? I want you, I'll be just totally blunt with you. I want to find Mackenzie. Her parents want to know Mackenzie. I know already that your conversations and your phones met up there. I want you to explain that. If I don't want to find her, I will be getting you the record that I'm requesting for.
I've already got the records, AJ. I'm already ahead of you. I'm not worried about the records you can get for me. I've already got them. This is your opportunity. I don't believe this. I do not believe that you meant for this to go wrong, but I do believe that something did. I just want you to be honest.
One thing I would tell you, I don't believe in coincidence. So when you saw that happen, I don't believe in coincidence.
You know what? I'll agree with you. You already told me that you didn't remember and that it's a possibility. I'm telling you, it's a thing that happened. What kind of car do you drive?
I drive Kia Optima.
Yeah, you do. There's the other part. It's your car. Okay? I'm telling you, we have had a week and a half now to prepare. And we have been very busy because I care about Mackenzie. And I want her. I think you did care about her. I agree. And I know that there's more for you to tell me, and you're holding back, and I don't understand.
After the interview, police release AJ for the time being while they wait on a forensic match, not yet realizing that letting him walk out will turn out to be a serious mistake. Despite everything stacked against him, AJ maintains he never met Mackenzie in person and has no knowledge of her. He does acknowledge starting a fire in his backyard on June 17th, but says he extinguished it after a neighbor complained. He claims he was only burning personal belongings and old clothes, and that the dirt and debris in his car came from recent yard work. He even suggests that the smell and the remains could be explained by the fact that he regularly cooks goat meat over an open fire. But what he doesn't know is that those remains have already been submitted for forensic analysis. The results point to something far more disturbing. Investigators confirm the presence of human remains after recovering a bone fragment, charred muscle tissue, and a portion of a scalp with hair still attached. Detectives begin to see the fire in a different light, not a routine burn, but a deliberate attempt to destroy evidence. AJ's car also carries a strong smell of gasoline, and officers recover a gas can consistent with one he was seen purchasing on June 17th. Before Mackenzie disappeared, AJ had approached his contractor with an unusual request. Days later, in a devastating confirmation, forensic analysis identifies the remains as Mackenzie's. By that point, AJ has been staying at a friend's house, but when officers move in to arrest him, he refuses to come out, forcing a SWAT team to surround the property.
You guys, I don't know what you guys are doing anymore.
Will you just come down and talk to me face to face? I don't like talking over the phone.
I just told you that my lawyer advised me against that, and you're still asking me to calm down.
You said you couldn't get a hold of her.
Yeah, well, she advised me against that yesterday.
I know, but
she doesn't.
When a lawyer pertains is when you're in custody. You're not in custody. We'd be downstairs at the apartment talking. That's when a lawyer applies.
Going through my phone before the warrant was approved.
He did not. I told you he was tapping the screen to keep it alive.
No.
Remember? That's why we had to get the pin from you?
No. We already get it. We already get it investigated. We already go through it. It was going through. It was swiping left and right.
No.
We saw it. No. You just go through.
Will you send that to me then? Will you send that to me? Then we can talk about that?
Yes. And I will also show you another video from the security camera of your guys going through it before the warrant was approved, going through my house.
Right.
So I will send all this to you, and then you.
Despite establishing that AJ is responsible for Mackenzie's death, officials still have no answer as to why he did it, and they still need to locate her body. That answer comes from AJ's phone, which places him at Logan Canyon on June 25th, more than an hour outside Salt Lake City, and remote enough that he may have disposed of her remains there. On July 3rd, 15 days after Mackenzie was first reported missing, authorities searched the area and made the discovery they had been dreading. Mackenzie's body was found in a shallow grave, her hands bound with a zip tie, her body partially burned, and she had suffered blunt force trauma to the head. The disturbing findings do not stop there. Authorities also recovered her student ID and burned pieces of her clothing from the Jordan River, where AJ had discarded them. Yet despite continued questioning, AJ never tells investigators why he killed her. One detail, however, becomes clear. This murder is premeditated. AJ had switched off his home surveillance cameras the night he brought Mackenzie home, and again on the days he moved and disposed of her body. This leads investigators to believe that after picking Mackenzie up from the park, AJ brought her to his home, restrained her, and struck her in the head. According to the autopsy, that blow is what ultimately killed her. Finally, on July 10th, nearly a month after the case began, AJ was formally charged with aggravated murder, aggravated kidnapping, obstructing justice, and desecration of a human body. Prosecutors later concluded that this was a murder for murder's sake, that AJ killed simply to experience what it felt like.
No, listen to me. Who are we looking for? My mom and my. Are you two brothers?
Jonathan King steps into frame just minutes before he walked through the front door of his parents' house for a welfare check and found both of them dead.
What's the deal? My parents were murdered.
Claiborne King and Andrea Hutchins King killed inside the very home where they were supposed to be safe. And almost immediately, Jonathan was certain he knew who was behind it.
He got out of prison a few months ago. He broke into some lady's house down here in Quail Run. He went back to jail. Got out last week. I told my sister on her deathbed, I give you one chance. I gave him one chance, that was it.
His nephew, the same person who had been living with them and had been released from prison just 7 days ago. And at that moment, he was nowhere to be found.
It didn't look like it was the grandson.
She said something's wrong with him in the head. She said he's crazy.
What had begun as a welfare check had turned into a manhunt, with his nephew squarely at the center of it.
You think I did this?
Oh, well, I absolutely think you did.
What the fuck I'm gonna do that for? If anything, I'm gonna beat somebody about my granddaddy, man. I'm not doing no.
I don't know what happened. Lift your foot up.
I'm not doing none of that shit, man.
It is a quiet February morning in Escambia County, Florida, a stretch of suburban streets just outside Pensacola where life moves at an easy, familiar pace, the kind of neighborhood where residents recognize each other and violent crime almost never happens. At its heart sits a modest home on Greenbrier Boulevard, where an elderly couple had spent years building a peaceful life together. But something has gone horribly wrong inside that house. Before officers from this area make the most disturbing discovery of their careers, they receive a 911 call from a family member requesting a welfare check.
Sheriff's Office, Lori, how may I help you?
Yeah, I have a question. I don't know if you guys are able to send a deputy out. My nephew got out of prison a few months back, ended up going back to jail, ended up just getting out. That's the long and the short of it. He's back staying with my parents. My mom was supposed to call me back last night. I'm across the street from their house, a few houses down. Both their vehicles are there. I was seeing if there's a deputy maybe come out here and do a wellness check. There's a code on the front door. I have it. I know how to get in. I just know if I go in without a deputy here, something bad could happen.
And who has just gotten out of jail or prison?
It's my nephew. My sister passed away a few years ago, and
Okay, we'll get a deputy out to you as soon as we can.
That call comes from a worried son, Jonathan, who had been unable to reach his parents for some time. He tells dispatch they had been living with his nephew, who had recently been released from prison, and that fact was making him deeply uneasy. The unease only grew. Jonathan would call again, asking where officers were, afraid it might already be too late.
Sheriff's Office, this is Valerie. How can I help you?
yeah, hi. Well over 30 minutes. I called in a call, see if maybe Sheriff said he'd come do a wellness check at my parents' house, because I'm here, but I don't know if it shows all the stuff in there when my number pops up about the extenuating circumstances, but it was my nephew that got out of prison, and I haven't been able to get in touch with him for like over a day.
Okay. Is this Jonathan?
But I was trying to wait for a deputy. Yes. I tried to wait for a deputy before I went in the house, but it's been a little over 30 minutes.
Hey,
I just, I'm kind of worried about him.
Okay, alrighty. Yeah, I do apologize for the wait. We have 2 deputies en route now. We've just had a lot of emergencies coming up, but as soon as we can, we're going to get someone out to you, okay?
No worries. I'm just calling to check. I'm not trying to be a pain in the butt. I get it. You guys are busy.
It is all good.
All right, thank you.
With that second call ratcheting up the tension, officers move quickly toward the scene, not yet aware that it is already too late and that Jonathan has already gone inside.
What's the deal? My parents were murdered.
Stay out there. 149 to 97. Hey, where you at? Where you at?
Hey, go ahead and cancel 1018, Chad. Cancel the 1018.
149. I got it. 149.
As the first responding officers move through the home, everything appears undisturbed at first glance, as though nothing has occurred. But the further they go, the worse the picture becomes. Inside, they come upon 2 bodies, Claiborne King and Andrea Hutchins King. Officers find Claiborne King in the master bedroom, lying in a pool of his own blood. They would later find Andrea Hutchins King in an office on the opposite side of the house, lying cold on the floor. Continuing through the home, officers notice bloody footprints tracking through the hallway and into the bathroom. The sink is covered in blood, suggesting someone attempted to clean themselves up following the attack. But another discovery draws even more attention, a message written directly on the wall, one that would later help steer investigators toward the person responsible. Officers are left with more questions than answers, working to reconstruct what happened and determine where the grandson is and whether he had any involvement. They turn to Jonathan, hoping he can help fill in the gaps.
Listen, Tim. No. Listen, Tim. Who are we looking for?
It's my mom and are you the fucking little piece of shit? His name is Jordan King, Jordon.
How do you know that this is who we're looking for?
So he got out of prison a few months ago. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man, go ahead. You're good.
He got out of prison a few months ago. He broke into some lady's house down here in Quail Run. He went back to jail. Got out last week.
Okay.
My mom tried to get a restraining order. That didn't work. They were going to give him one more chance. I tried to call her last night. I tried to call this morning.
Has he been staying here with them?
Yep.
Okay. Does he have a car?
No.
Dude, is there a car missing?
No. There's no cars missing. He doesn't have a car.
Does he have a phone?
Yes, he has a phone. I can give you the number. My parents do not own any firearms.
How old is he?
He's like 24.
So you haven't talked to him since he's been out of prison, since he's been back over
No,
here?
since he's been out of prison. When he got out of prison, he came back here first. And I was going to try and help him get his life back together with my parents. And he started pulling this stupid shit that he always does. And I told my sister on her deathbed, I give you one chance. I gave him one chance. That was it. Have not talked to him, spoke to him since. He ended up going to jail, breaking that lady's house. Got continued, whatever. I guess he got out last week. My parents brought him here. I kept telling him it's a terrible idea, terrible idea. I've been trying to check in with them. Tried to check in with him yesterday. I was busy running around. Called him last night, fell asleep. Called him this morning, and then called. And before I got to my job site, I said, no, I fucking need to go by there. And then when I came by here, I saw the porch light on.
Jonathan makes it clear that he believes his nephew, Jordan King, is responsible, pointing at him from the very beginning. But as more officers arrive on scene, they begin looking for additional physical evidence, working to establish exactly what took place. Assumptions alone would not be enough. They need evidence to confirm who is truly responsible.
Several of y'all start going door to door, knocking on it, see if there's any video cameras up and down.
Yes, sir. Do you have any videos on your house? Video cameras?
No.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I don't.
Heard or seen anything recently that was suspicious to you?
Just him, the way he acts. But I mean,
Who's him?
the ex-felon, the guy. It's their grandson.
What's his name?
Jordan King. He just got out of jail.
King?
Yes.
I remember seeing him. Okay.
Yeah.
And when you say he's been acting strange, what do you mean?
Well, a couple of days ago, I'm coming out this way from the woods, and so he's outside. He comes over, to talk to me, and he wanted me, and he said my grandmother was supposed to pick me up 30 minutes ago, and she didn't do it. And he said, can you call them for me? So I called the grandparents and got the grandmother on the phone. And she said, just tell him to go in the house and wait for me, because apparently it seemed like he had been in the house. Well, he had been, because he told me. He came
What
out
day
the
was this
house.
again?
This was like 2 days ago. I mean, if you need to know the exact day.
Yes, please. That'd be great.
I gotta go walk in the house.
No problem, man. I'll be right here.
While officers continue gathering information, some move to speak with neighbors on the other side of the property, hoping to turn up anything useful. One officer, however, begins to feel unsettled. Something about the way one of the neighbors offers to help does not sit right.
How young? Like the grandson of the
Yeah, it looked like it was the grandson, but I've only seen him from a distance. But there was somebody standing in the yard.
In their yard?
Right in their yard, right in the center of their yard, with his hands like
Was
this.
it their son, the guy who was just out there?
I don't know.
In the hat?
What exactly happened?
Okay.
I don't know. I wasn't here for that.
Just as I was coming home, I seen them standing there doing that. And then I heard the sirens.
Was it the black male or the white male?
I think it was the white male.
Okay. Yeah, we knew he was here.
Okay, all right.
He's the one. He's the one who called
then.
us.
Yeah. So I get what he was doing then. Yeah.
Okay.
But
Alright,
yeah,
if this
if there's
person stops
anything-
calling me, I'll help you. What's the person's number?
Who?
Like, I'll find out where the person is.
What person?
The grandson?
Yeah, okay.
I don't know.
I don't know.
The guy that you just replaced understands what Telegram is. Telegram X is this app that just came out.
It's like a texting app, right? Kind of.
Yeah.
This is going to be kind of confusing.
Okay.
You can mimic somebody's number.
Mm.
So you can basically, if you do it right, you can get their text messages and their calls and everything that they route from there on out.
Okay.
And it's free. It's literally, if, like, say I, called your number, okay, and I called it, I can go in here and I can shut off the Facebook posts, I can shut off social media, I can shut off your VPNs, and everything, and it's for virtual reality. It's so you can create a virtual reality character, technically, but obviously some people can manipulate it to a certain extent, and it's all built. Look, you can change the country consistently, and you can just go into it as many times as you want, and as you can see, the AI is on the top listening to the conversation and changing everything consistently.
So you want to see if you can call...
What I'm trying to say is I don't want to implicate myself, I guess, in a way. I'm saying, I could definitely, shout from a distance how to do it.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. So you want us to download Telegram and try and call them that way? Okay.
And the craziest thing is, you can download the app, multiple times and have the same number route to the same number. All you got to do is just make sure your settings are turned off correctly. Because it's a computer, and you just... Yeah, see, that number is routed from my first cell phone number when I was 16. And it just calls me consistently, and then I hang up, and then it routes it to my
Not
next
fully
phone.
registering that what the neighbor is describing borders on illegal, tracking phone numbers and accessing messages. Officers let it go given the urgency of the situation. Under ordinary circumstances, that kind of offer would have raised serious red flags. What is clear, though, is that both neighbors know who Jordan King is. and his reputation in the area is not a good one. Back with Jonathan, officers keep pressing. If it was Jordan, what would drive him to do something like this? And more importantly, where is he now?
Anywhere that you know Jordan may be or may go. I'm working on it.
Can I? He used to run with my son's basketball coach, and I can text my son, and maybe I'm not going to tell my son what's going on.
No. Do you know your son's basketball coach's name?
Coach Cass, C-A-S-S.
Does Jordan have a Facebook page?
I think from like.
Right now, I'll throw your ass in jail. Understand that? That's there for a reason, not for you to break it. Get him out of here.
Hey.
Now.
Sarge.
Wow.
What's your name?
What's your name, boss?
Jonathan.
So, you're Jordan's.
I ain't fucking
cousin?
nobody that piece of shit. His uncle.
Your guys. Okay, your uncle. Okay.
I'm sorry, man.
No, you're good, man. You're good. I get it. I understand. Trust me. I'm just trying to figure out where we can find him. If we can find him pretty quick.
I need y'all to find him quick.
With that, officers now have a direction to look. Jonathan mentions that Jordan used to spend time with the son of a local school coach. Officers need to track down where the coach lives and get there fast. But before they can move on that, one of the neighbors shares something that threatens to flip the entire case on its head.
Back to you. One last thing, if you just raise your right hand.
Yeah.
Do you swear or affirm that what you just told me is the truth?
Yes.
Awesome. And do you understand what perjury is? I appreciate it, sir. Thank you.
Two things. First of all, I don't believe in defunding the police. I've been dying to tell that to an official. But let me just add a little bit.
Sure.
Like our conversation. Well, first of all,
when he's asking you to call his grandmother, that conversation? Okay.
Yeah, but let me back up. 6 years before, before he went to prison, she was telling me that he is. She said something's wrong with him in the head. She said he's crazy. He just can't. He just doesn't compute up here.
Okay, so this is 6 years ago. His mother?
His grandmother.
Okay, that you talked to on the phone. Got it.
Yeah, but I was talking to her in person.
Yeah.
So she had told me there's just something wrong with him in the head.
Yeah.
He can't. And then one last thing. So when he and I were talking, I mean, you can tell that you're not talking to somebody. It's almost like trying to talk to a doll. You know, they hear you. You just there's no way you can carry on an intelligent conversation with him. Is what it seemed like.
Yes, sir.
You know, because his mind, he was paranoid and he's all over. You know. So,
yes, sir. Okay. Whatever. I appreciate you talking with me.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, and if you remember anything, please call.
What the neighbor reveals is that Jordan may not have been mentally stable and may have had underlying issues that could account for such a sudden and violent attack. This is taken at face value only. It is not concrete evidence. Even so, it gives officers a new lens through which to view the case and begin making sense of what may have unfolded. Armed with that context, officers circle back to Jonathan, hoping he can walk them through the family dynamics in greater detail.
First of all,
when he's asking you to call his grandmother, that conversation? Okay.
Yeah, but let me back up. 6 years before, before he went to prison, she was telling me that he is. She said something's wrong with him in the head. She said he's crazy. He just can't. He just doesn't compute up here.
Okay, so this is 6 years ago. His mother?
His grandmother.
Okay, that you talked to on the phone. Got it.
Yeah, but I was talking to her in person.
Yeah.
So she had told me there's just something wrong with him in the head.
Yeah.
He can't. And then one last thing. So when he and I were talking, I mean, you can tell that you're not talking to somebody. It's almost like trying to talk to a doll. You know, they hear you. You just there's no way you can carry on an intelligent conversation with him. Is what it seemed like.
Yes, sir.
You know, because his mind, he was paranoid and he's all over. you know. So,
Yes, sir. Okay.
Whatever.
I appreciate you talking with me.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, and if you remember anything, please call us, okay?
With everything gathered so far, officers now have a fuller picture of who Jordan is. There is no time to hesitate. Their next move is obvious. They have to locate him. Within minutes, and with Jonathan's help, they are able to identify the coach's address.
What was he in prison for?
Stupid wannabe thug shit, robbing people, fucking all kinds of shit.
After I saw his picture, he looks familiar.
Probably.
I don't know from where, but.
Probably just because he looks like every other piece of shit that does the same stuff.
Car 20 on 5. Car 20 on Channel 5.
So you haven't talked to him since he's been back over here, since your mom and dad let him back in?
No. No, and the other night when I talked to Mom, the last time I talked to her very briefly because he was in the background trying to talk to me. Mm-hmm. And so Mom was like, I'll give you a call later on and talk to you. And I was like, okay, I'll call you later.
Did she say that they hadn't been having any issues with him at all or anything?
I mean, he got out what? I don't even think he's been out 7 days.
When you talked to her on Saturday, did she seem like anything was wrong or?
Not to the extent of this, but just maybe argumentative. She kind of implied, but not.
Okay.
If I thought it was more, you ought to got the phone calls in and I'd have been over here.
Okay.
Now that's your nephew?
Jordan.
That's what you want to call him.
So where are his parents at? Are they estranged? Are they local?
So my sister passed away a few years ago, and his biological father went to prison when he was real little, and I have no idea if he's still there, if he's out, if he's dead, or what. Don't really care, to be honest with you.
If you had any
His stepfather lives in Texas, and that's my sister's ex-husband. They broke up before, they separated before, she passed away, blah, blah, blah.
But anywhere you could think of friends or prior that he would be at?
We already have that.
That's it. When he got out of prison in like November, December, or whatever it was, before he broke into that lady's house and ended up going back like 5 days later, that's the kid he was running with. That was the whole problem. He was trying to go out and run, do the stupid thug shit he wanted to do.
Officers are dispatched to the coach's residence without delay, hoping to find Jordan there. But what they are about to discover will shift the course of the investigation entirely.
The guy has a friend.
So Kenton Kaz, the state high school coach, his son is friends with a suspect.
Homicide will be here in just a second, and we'll get with them and give them everything we got, and then we'll assist them in whatever they need to do.
Meanwhile, officers engage the coach in conversation about the relationship between his son and Jordan, doing so carefully, trying to gauge how close the two are and whether they might currently be together. The coach, unaware of what the officers are really after, answers openly. With his son parked just meters away, the suspicion only deepens. That confirmation is enough for officers to head over.
How you doing? You Mr. Kenton?
I am.
Hey, can I speak to you for just a second? Anybody else here with you today?
My son, I think. Is the white car on the yard?
No.
No, I'm just on.
He has a Lexus, right?
Yes.
Hey,
There's a strap on the bottom?
Huh?
Does it have a gray strap on the bottom?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay. He's not in trouble.
Jordan.
Oh my goodness. King? Mm-hmm. He out?
So, do you know where your son is?
No, he was just here. He just left, went to the store, but I thought he was still here. But he was just at the house.
Has he said anything to you about Jordan?
No, he hadn't.
Okay. Do you mind calling him and see if he'll come back over here real quick?
Sure.
He's not in any trouble. We're looking for Jordan, but don't tell him. You know what I mean? Do you know if he's talked to Jordan?
No, I do not, man. He don't go nowhere right now because he's just been getting ready to start his class and stuff. So he better seldom leave the house.
I got you. Why would your boy park his car over here?
I don't know, man. I don't have a clue.
Does he hang out with Jordan?
No, I thought Jordan was still in jail.
Once again, officers find themselves without a clear lead. There is still no sign of Jordan, with suspicion mounting and even people close to him suggesting this is something he was capable of. Officers are now fully focused on him as their primary suspect. The objective is singular: find him. Roughly 3 hours pass as officers continue driving through the surrounding area, scanning for any trace of Jordan. After a friend suggests he might be with a girl who lives nearby, the search narrows in that direction. They go street by street, covering every block, and then one officer spots someone who looks unmistakably like the person they are looking for.
Like I said, I don't know a ton about it. He knows a lot more. That's why I'm gonna let you talk with him a minute, okay? You ain't in no trouble, okay? So just chill for a second. Where were you? Where are you coming from? Or what were you doing?
I live in this neighborhood, sir.
I understand that. Okay. I'm looking for Jordan. Okay.
I haven't talked to him in weeks, so I don't know what's going on. Yeah.
When was the last time you talked to him?
Whenever his grandfather told me that he burglarized somebody's home, that was it.
How did you talk to him? You talked to him on the phone?
No, I talked to his grandfather. I had talked to Jordan.
You hadn't talked to him? Have you seen Jordan?
No, sir. I don't know what this is all about. I just went to the store, grabbed a black and mild, and I'm here right now. So I don't know what.
I'm gonna take them handcuffs off of him.
It's like discrimination against my rights, sir.
Right.
I just walked through the cut.
Hey, listen to me, okay?
I'm not doing anything. I do have a lawyer, though.
What do you need a lawyer for? You're not in any trouble. I already told you that.
Yeah, but he just put the handcuffs on me. He told me to come here and all this stuff, bro. Like, I haven't done anything.
So that's and I'm taking them off of you, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so just chill, okay?
Okay.
I need you to understand the big picture here, okay?
Yes, sir.
You're not in any trouble, okay? Unless you don't tell us the truth and we find out that you're lying. I'm not saying you are. Nobody's pointing fingers at anybody.
I don't have no reason to lie.
Okay. And man to man, I feel you, okay?
Yes, sir.
How would you get in touch with Jordan if you could?
I haven't talked to him in months, but his grandparents live off of 9 Mile Road.
Off Greenbrier?
Yes, sir.
Jordan's granddad and grandma are dead. That's why we're looking for Jordan. So, remember when I told you a minute ago, don't get yourself wrapped up in nothing in the big picture?
Yes, sir.
So, we gotta find Jordan. Because right now he's the suspect. Okay? So anything that you can do to help us out on finding him would be 1,000% greatly appreciated.
His grandparents are dead?
Yeah. Not saying he did it. Nobody's saying anything that, okay? But Jordan's in the wind.
But most likely, it sounds like it.
So, if there's anything that you...
If you guys want me to, man, you guys want me to help you guys out.
Yeah. If you 100%.
I don't have any, I haven't talked to him in weeks, but I'm on probation 5 years. If I can help you guys out, can you knock my probation time down?
I can't do any of that, but we can talk to your probation officer or judge or whoever on your behalf if you help us find him. You know what I'm saying?
I can, if I get on my Facebook and unblock him, I haven't talked to him. You know, I can unblock his Facebook.
Do you know where he would go? Do you know anybody else that he hangs out with? A girl? Anything?
Yeah. There's a girl. I took him to her house one time.
How long ago was that?
About 2 months ago.
Okay. Talk to this officer right here that's coming up and see if you can maybe remember the girl's name.
Yes, sir.
Do you know exactly where her trailer is?
Yes, I do. You guys, I can hop in the car and show y'all, but
okay.
You know.
He said he hadn't talked to him in a couple months, but he took him over to a girl's house in Wedgwood that lives in a trailer.
When was this?
A couple months ago.
Okay.
He said he doesn't know her name, but he can show you her trailer. He said he could get on his Facebook page and unblock him, and maybe try to.
You have a block?
Yes, sir.
How long you had a block for?
Whenever you got out of prison. I believe I know where she stays at. If I can just get in a vehicle, not a.
Yeah. No, I got you. We'll get that worked out in a minute.
With Jordan now taken into custody, officers search him. He begins talking about something he calls a neuroswarm, the very same phrase written on the wall inside the house. Officers do not make much of it in the moment, unaware that it is about to place him in a much deeper hole. For now, he continues to carry himself as though he is innocent, acting as if he has no knowledge of what happened.
My foot. I've been trying to get it checked for months.
Yeah, mostly it's what you got.
What's going on?
Just hang tight. 175, we're out with our suspect. 175, we're out with our suspect.
What am I being arrested for?
You're not being arrested right the second you're being detained.
North Fluminense Parkway.
We'll explain it to you in just a minute.
North Fluminense Parkway.
What am I being detained for, sir?
We're going to explain all that to you, okay, partner? We're going to get you a car and people are going to come talk to you.
All right.
First one you got.
Said when I be like, I put up, you kind of do like I did.
Hey, Jordan, do you got any weapons on you, brother?
No, no.
Alright, I'm just going to make sure you don't. Okay.
Yo, I'm walking all damn day.
Grab some gloves.
You got positive on, right, Ford? Oh, yeah.
We're going to talk to you.
I ain't doing anything wrong. You just tell me why y'all pulled a 4x4.
No weapons or anything in here, bro?
No searching. That's why you're searching my bed?
I'm not searching.
Okay, yes, sir. I just got out of prison. I just know about the law, so you know.
How long ago did you get out of prison?
November 29th, and I ain't going back to the county jail, but I've been walking all damn day. What I do wrong, sir?
You've been walking all day today?
Yes, sir. And last night.
Where you live at?
1215 Greenbelt Boulevard, where I see the gas station.
Okay.
Can you tell me what's going on?
We'll talk to you in just a second.
We gonna body camera, sir?
Shit.
I know this sounds crazy. I don't know, you probably never heard of it, but I was in jail with nose swarm when I was at Santa Rosa.
Yeah.
So whatever this is about, you know what I'm saying, it seems kind of serious to me because y'all pulled up like 4 deep, but I feel like it might be pertaining to that, like I'm being targeted, but I don't know what's going on. I'm thirsty as hell, I'm trying to walk this day.
Officers bring him back to the station and prepare to question him with one clear objective in mind: find out why he did it and get a confession. Jordan King, however, would turn out to be among the most committed liars officers had ever sat across from.
What is it?
The car you can sit in. It's a patrol. It's a person just being stained.
We all have dogs, so you don't want to sit in our back seats, you know.
What y'all gonna do with my bag?
It's going with you.
I swear I don't know what it's about. Like literally, I know it's really. I check my text messages. I've been texting my family, trying to get a ride. Nobody texts me back, but the government's messing with my phone. I've been literally just walking around the city. Like I don't have a car. I've been walking around the city trying to make it back.
How long ago did you get out of prison?
November 29th, 2023.
I got you.
I just got out of county jail last month for trespassing, but I got trouble, man. Can I please ask you what this is about?
Officers open the interview by trying to make Jordan feel at ease, hoping he will speak openly, but he keeps up the act throughout. As the questioning continues, the officers' approach gradually shifts. Before anything else, though, they want to understand how it all began.
Y'all treat me like a criminal, like I did something wrong. You pick him out the street, tell me I feel the discretion, I ain't do shit. I still have right, since I haven't been charged with anything, so I'm asking you, can I sit down in the seat, sir? I still have right.
Yeah, there is something wrong with your grandma and grandpa. They've been found dead.
What?
So they've been found dead in the house. And so we need to talk to you about it. So, I mean, especially with you living there.
Man, what you mean they been found dead? How did they die? What you mean they found dead in the house?
They were both murdered.
Murdered?
That is correct. So we need to talk about it. We need to talk about that and figure that out. So when's the last time you saw your grandma and grandpa?
What? When y'all found my grandma like that and my granddaddy?
We found them today. When's the last time you saw your grandma and granddaddy?
Last night.
When last night?
Around 6. I told my grandma I was going for a walk around Parks Run, and I went for a walk and I just kept going. Okay. And I haven't been home since.
So tell me about this. Like, kind of walk me through what happened yesterday.
Hold on. How did they die?
They were murdered.
When you say murder, what you mean? They were shot?
We're still working on it. Tell me about yesterday. Tell me about your day yesterday. You were at the house till 6 o'clock, so tell me about what you did.
I was at the house all day.
Okay.
I was outside smoking black and mild, sitting on the gray
that little bench up front by the door?
It's not a bench, it's like a little tan. It's like a little tan thing to sit on, like man, this shit wild as fuck, man. Y'all told my stepfather?
Yeah. Yeah, we've told all your family. Now I'm telling you. But again, we need to figure out what happened.
With the interview stalling, officers pivot to a more direct and confrontational approach, a tactic widely associated with accusatory interrogation and the Reed technique. Once they go down that road, there is no reversing course. The moment they begin making direct accusations, any sense of rapport evaporates. Jordan is no longer speaking freely. He is defending himself, and the exchange becomes a test of pressure rather than a conversation.
What made you go live with your grandparents when you got out?
They all I had.
You guys close?
Yeah, that's my grandparents. That's my mama here. Yeah, that's all I have. And my stepfather, but my uncle and me really don't get along. But those three people are all I have, like my circle. And I kept telling my stepdad, my nanny, and my granddaddy, what's going on. I called him nanny and I kept telling him what's going on. I'm beating with game. Remember, you need to take this stuff seriously. You need to lock the door. If you see any funny movement, just, you know what I'm saying, call the police and that. No, Jordan, you don't have to worry about that. We protect you. I see you 75 years old. These people coming with guns and all type of shit. You really need to be invested to protect yourself. You know, you'll be all right. That stuff's not gonna follow you to prison.
So do you have an issue with somebody that, I mean, you're talking about these gangs that you have a beef with. Who are they?
I really don't want to speak on that, sir, because I can't, but.
Well, don't you think it could be connected? So don't you think it's important that I understand that?
This shit crazy, man.
Oh, I agree.
As the interrogation intensifies, officers place the message found on the wall of his bedroom directly in front of Jordan, tying him to the scene. Earlier, when he was taken into custody, he had used the phrase neurostorm, the exact same wording written on that wall. The link is now undeniable. It is no longer about establishing his involvement. It is about getting a confession and understanding the reason behind it. And what he says next, no one is prepared for.
So, and to be honest with you, I got another concern. When they brought you in today, you had blood all over your face.
I don't know what they talking about, blood on my face. I got blood on the back of my heel from my shoes being tight that I had, size 9s.
So what's interesting is your granddaddy's beat pretty bad.
What you mean beat?
There's a lot of blood. A lot of blood all over that room.
What you mean, a lot of blood on the room?
Just what I said. How many ways can that mean? Can someone mean that?
I don't know, man. It's like you get sarcastic, man. I don't want to hear that shit, man. About my granddaddy, man. He talking about he got beef. And y'all coming at me like I had something to do with this shit, man. I ain't you talking about blood on my face. I ain't got no blood on my face.
You did have blood on your face. And you got blood on your feet.
Okay.
And you know what? And you know what else? There's bloody footprints all through the hallway.
Man.
Back and forth to your bedroom.
Okay, so man,
back and forth to the bathroom.
One thing I know, so two things I know, sir. I ain't did shit, so. Whatever y'all gonna do, if y'all gonna charge me with something, charge me. If y'all gonna let me go to my grandparents. I love my grandparents to death.
Well, I get that. You love your grandparents to death, which is why I think something bad happened, and I think you made a mistake.
Who made a mistake?
You.
What you mean you think I made a mistake?
Just what I said. If you love your grandparents, then that tells me you didn't do this intentionally.
Intentionally? You think I did this?
Oh, well, I absolutely think you did this. You just said neuroswarm to me. That's written on the wall in your bedroom.
Man, I wrote that like 4 days ago.
What? They killed my family.
Man, there was so much shit going on in that house. Man, these people breaking in and out of the house. There was so much shit going on in that house for days and days and days. Man, I got a neuroswarm legally implanted to me by the government. These people have been trying to kill me for money. These people are doing all type of shit to the house. All type of shit to me. Like, man, that shit crazy. The AI is artificial.
Who's these people?
Hey, the government. The government doing this shit because, man.
Why you? Why is the government targeting
because
you?
I was talking about shit I should have been talking about on the door when I was at Santa Rosa. See, these people have artificial intelligence on my phone. Okay. And when I go to talk about certain things, they would just cut the app completely off my phone.
Tell me more about this neuroswarm.
I ain't trying to talk about no goddamn neuroswarm. You talking about my grandma and my granddaddy dead, and that shit right there was over 4 days ago.
Okay. Well, the bottom line is your grandma and your granddaddy are still dead. And if you think this had something to do with it, I don't want to try to figure that out. Because right now, what I've got is I got your grandma and granddaddy dead. Okay, that's a fact.
I understand that you got my grandma and granddaddy dead, but I ain't have shit to do with that. You talking about blood on my face.
You have blood on your face.
I said some of my nerves form because it's a nerves form on my foot. Hell, y'all wrote that on the wall when I'm hearing all type of weird shit going on.
You just told me you wrote that on the wall 4 days ago. Now you're saying I wrote it on the wall?
No, that's what I just said. That I wrote it. I never said you. Don't.
That's what you just
please
said.
Don't do that, sir.
That's what it sounded like you said. And
I'm
if
not
I
trying
heard
to
you
go back
wrong,
and forth while you trying to argue with me and find out to make it seem like I did something to my grandparents. Man, I ain't do shit to my grandparents. I love my grandparents. And you talking about my granddaddy got beat with something? What the fuck I'm gonna do that for? If anything, I'm gonna beat somebody about my granddaddy, man. I'm not doing no.
I don't know what happened.
Jordan continues to deny any involvement, and it is wearing on the officers. Every piece of evidence they put in front of him, he has an answer for. Even when none of it holds together, he refuses to waver, until finally the pressure reaches a point where the officer steps out of the room.
Yeah, clearly something happened if my grandparents dead. I ain't had nothing to do with it. If that's what y'all trying to insinuate, man, this shit.
I'm not trying to insinuate it. I point blank told you that I think you had something to do with it. And I'm asking you for an explanation of how you didn't. Because again, we're looking at the facts. And I've got blood that I guarantee is going to match your feet from your grandpa's room, where he's at, to your bedroom, to the bathroom, and then out of the house.
And you say it's a guarantee? And so if you guarantee that, and it does come back, that's what it is, which is not, because I don't know what the fuck you talking about. I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's my granddaddy. That's y'all playing games. Because you have the knowledge that I have.
I'm not playing any games. I'm telling you what I have.
I mean,
and I'm being straight with you. So you keep saying I'm insinuating. No, I'm not insinuating. I'm point blank saying I believe that you killed your grandma and your grandpa.
I ain't killed nobody, man.
Okay.
I ain't killed no damn body. Is y'all gonna let me go? Cause
no, I'm not letting you go.
What you mean not letting me go?
How am I gonna let you go?
Man, I ain't do shit to nobody, man.
It's easy to say that, but the evidence looks a little different.
Man, you crazy as hell, man. So what, I'm being charged with this?
Potentially.
Man, hell no, man.
I will let you know when I make that decision.
Charge me with what?
Murder. 2 counts.
Man, you tripping, man. My grandparents?
Yeah.
Well, that's a lie.
The blood's there, so give me an explanation for how the blood gets there if it's not grandpa's blood.
It ain't gonna be my granddaddy blood. I got a cut on the back of my hip, one of them tight ass shoes that my skin could peel back on. You see that bit?
Yeah, well, I see it. I see. Yeah, you're right. You got a blister, but that's not going to get blood on your face, and that's not bleeding. But what I can tell you is there's dry blood on the bottom of your feet. I can see it.
Dry blood on the bottom of my feet.
There's dry blood on the bottom of your feet. Put your foot up on your leg.
I'm not doing none of that, man, because I don't know what type of games you
I'm
playing.
not playing a game. I'm just going to show you. All I'm going to do is point. Now I know you don't believe that I can sit in this room and make blood appear on your feet just by pointing at them. I know you're not going to say that.
You can swallow what you want, but I'll walk around barefoot. Yesterday I ain't had no socks.
Okay. Let me see your feet.
I'm not doing that, man.
Put your feet
You're
up
not
here.
going to make it look like no type of well me in this room.
I'm not trying to make
while
anything.
I'm on camera.
I'm not trying to make anything.
That camera recording, right?
Yeah. So,
okay,
so then I can't do anything, can I? How am I going to do? All I'm asking is look at your feet. That's all I'm asking. Because when you just put your foot up there, I can see there's dried blood on it. All I'm going to do is point to you and show you what I'm talking about. You know what else I see? I see blood right there on your pants. Right there. And maybe that's blood.
Man,
maybe
that's
that's
not blood, man.
Cool.
Look here, man.
That's not. All right.
Chill. Come on, man. That's what I be talking about. Y'all be playing games,
Great.
man.
I'm not playing a game.
Blood. You always talking about blood. Swab it. I ain't do shit. Swab it. It ain't gonna come back. My granddaddy, she just talking about blood. I mean, I don't got time to play, man. Cause you talking about my granddaddy and my grandma been killed.
Yeah.
And just like you say that blood, huh?
Just lift your foot. Lift your foot up.
I'm not doing none of that shit, man. I'm not doing none of that, man.
Yeah.
Because you know there's blood on the bottom.
You know there's blood on the bottom of your feet.
Okay, well
you know that because you walked around in the damn house with it.
What you gonna do? Tart me?
Flip your hand over.
That's gonna beat. That's my blood. I guarantee that come back my blood. I'm sitting here rapping in my room, beating on the table with a spoon. That's gonna come back my blood.
Okay. All I asked you is how it got there. That's all I asked you.
Beating on the table with a spoon, I broke the spoon.
Okay.
Got a glass spoon, that's gonna come back my blood.
A glass spoon? I've never seen a glass spoon.
It was a glass spoon I was using to eat my Reese's Peanuts, Jeffy peanut butter. Fast, and it was about this long, and the spoon was about the size of my thumb.
Where was that you were eating it? Yeah, but
I did something to you.
But we do stupid shit when we're angry.
I'm not doing no shit like that. That's not stupid shit.
And that's the thing.
That's not stupid shit.
That's the thing.
That's not stupid shit.
There's nothing but pure anger. Pure anger. And what happened to your granddad?
That crazy as fuck, man.
With the officer gone, the forensic team moves in and begins collecting evidence. Photographs of Jordan's hands and feet, fingerprints, and footprint impressions. They also conduct a procedure known as an alternate light source examination. The lights go off, and a specialized blue and UV light is used to scan his hands and feet. This type of light is capable of revealing traces of biological material, such as blood, that are not visible to the naked eye under normal conditions. When exposed to the light, areas where blood may be present either absorb it or stand out against the skin, making otherwise hidden traces detectable.
Trying to accuse me, talking about I got blood on my foot when it's fucking mud.
Why are you still stuck on that?
Because that shit fucking crazy the way you trying to make a scene on camera. Oh, you got blood on your foot, show me that. And
Hold on. Dear camera, we disagree about there being blood on his foot.
Is that an HD camera?
I think it's blood on his foot. He thinks it's not. We'll wait for the scientific test. Are you happy now? Can we move on?
That's about the size of it.
Can we move on, please?
Well, I'm done, man. Because you just going around in circles saying stupid shit. I ain't got nothing to do with what's going on, man.
How was asking you about your grandma's stupid shit? Tell me that.
Because not asking about my grandma, you keep coming, so why? So what do you and your grandma and granddaddy argue about? What made your grandma? Bro, what type of motherfucking question is that?
What was the last question I asked you? Tell me about your grandma. What do you like about your grandma?
And I told you 3 things I like about my grandma. I don't want to see her like you was my therapist or my homeboy and go over these types of things with you like.
But it's important for us in a homicide investigation to understand our victims. It helps us understand our victims.
Yeah. I need a lawyer, man. Goddamn, you finna charge me for that because I ain't do shit. I'm done talking about that shit.
So
man.
are you saying you want a lawyer?
Fuck no, I ain't saying I want a lawyer. I ain't do shit, but you keep talking about it. I'm not talking no more, bro. I want them to the... Yeah, man, you
so you don't want to talk to me anymore?
You making it seem like everything that you're saying out your mouth. Yeah, I did it. I'm not gonna keep running around in a circle with you, trying to figure out what happened to my grandparents.
Do you want to continue talking to me? Before I ask
if you trying to help me figure out what happened to my grandparents, hell yeah. But
I am absolutely trying to figure out what happened to your grandparents. That is all I've been trying to do. Is figure out what happened to your grandparents.
I don't want to talk no more, man. Because you trying to make it seem like I did that shit. I should never been spinning around in a circle with you didn't know. You did it talking about me. Would you finna let me go?
Nope. Definitely not fixing to let you go.
With the forensic team done, the officer returns for one final attempt, this time with a different strategy, placing photographs of Jordan's grandparents on the table in front of him, hoping the images will finally cut through and force him to confront what happened.
I can refuse that part.
Nope.
No, sir.
It's in the warrant.
I need you to put your feet back out here for me.
What happened to our food?
Then you get charged for that. Be instructing.
All right. I need both your feet out here, just right where they were before. Do either of y'all have a flashlight? I just need like a quick, even from the cell phone, just once I start spraying. Not yet. I'll tell you when.
Yeah, we'll see what we can figure out. Just let me know when you're ready.
Can we close the door just a little bit more?
Oh shit! Like you.
Alright, flash the flashlight. Come on. Alright, let's turn it off.
With still no explanation of how or why it was done, officers have heard enough. The evidence against Jordan is overwhelming, far too extensive to dismiss, and there is no possibility of releasing him. Jordan King is taken into custody and booked into jail. Officers are eventually able to determine how both victims died. Claiborne King, found in the bedroom, showed signs of a severe physical attack with multiple injuries across his body and trauma to the head. Andrea Hutchins King, found in the office, had been killed by strangulation, with evidence suggesting a wire was used. Jordan never offered any explanation for why he did it, but he was initially charged with 2 counts of second-degree murder. Those charges were later upgraded to 2 counts of first-degree premeditated murder. As of now, he remains in custody, awaiting trial.